Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Flip the screen over here. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Roebuck with Live My Life Debt Free. I'm going to give it a few seconds to give folks time to get on. I'm excited about this live or this last Periscope of the week on tax refunds. I'm in debt. What should I do with my tax refund? I get that question a lot, and I've been answering the questions all week long. There have been quite a few that I've gotten, and I've addressed those, and I'm excited about addressing the last two of the week. In the last two, should I go on a shopping spree, or should I fund my emergency fund with my tax refund? If you are there, please just, say something. Sometimes, there's undercover participants. I would love to know that you're there. So just type something, say hello. But I'm Chris Roebuck. Thank you, Pastor. Oh, I call you Pastor. Preacher Jamie Stokes, thank you for joining. I was just getting ready to introduce myself. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Chris Roebuck with Live My Life Debt Free, founder and CEO. If I can't, I'm taking my glasses off so the glare isn't there. And I will try to read without my glasses, so help me out if I cannot. But I'm with Live My Life Debt Free, founder and CEO, and I love how empowering people to live a debt-free life, and in doing so, helping them to make really smart decisions with managing their finances. And as I was saying just a moment ago, and for those of you who will replay this, I've received questions this week, and the last two questions of the week are, should I go on a shopping spree with my tax refund? And the other one is, should I fund my emergency fund? And I'm going to answer the first one first. It's a really fun one to answer. Should I go on a shopping spree with my emergency fund? And my answer to that is, you said yes. A lot of people say yes. A lot of people will answer that question, as yes. Sorry about that. Are you still there? Can you still see me? Okay. If you can see me, just say yes or... Okay, thank you so much. And most people will take their tax refund. And as I've said on my live stream today, that your tax refund is money that the IRS has actually held that belonged to you all year long. So think about how you would handle that during the year. Would you actually go on a spending spree with your money? With your tax refund? So avoid, if you know that you're in debt, you're behind on everything, avoid going on a spending spree. And what's usually happening is that your wants are screaming louder than your needs. So what I would challenge you to do is to put that voice, that small voice that's screaming loud, the wants, I want this, I want that, and ask yourself, do I really need that? Do I really need more clothes? Do I need more shoes? Do I really need to go out to dinner? Do I really need to go on an elaborate vacation? Have I planned for that? And we discussed that earlier this week. So the answer to your question as far as the shopping spree, ask yourself, are your wants screaming louder than your needs? If you need a pair of shoes, buy the pair of shoes, and just avoid spending your entire refund check on, just going out and looking for things to purchase. So, and that could even be a spending spree to purchase a car, or a home, should you, go on a spending spree for something that you really do not need, but you want it. And the last question, should you fund your emergency fund? And my answer to that is absolutely yes. Because here's why. If you are in debt, remember the question was, I'm in debt. how should I spend my emergency fund? If you're in debt, you definitely want to fund your emergency fund. You want to start one because your emergency fund will mitigate the depth of debt that you could get into, should you have an emergency, and we all have them. If you have a tire that blows out, you don't have a spare, you have a broken window, no insurance, that's an emergency. Anything can happen. You name your emergency. If you have to take a flight out within 24 hours and you need to pay for an airline ticket, do you have the money there to pay for that? And it's an emergency, So fund your emergency fund starting with $500 to $1,000 at least. Just avoid spending your entire tax refund without planning, on what you're going to do with it. So fund that emergency fund. That is a necessity. So those are my suggestions. The final decision is yours, but I would definitely challenge you and encourage you to choose wisely on how you would spend it. Don't be legalistic about all of this. Make sure that you do spend some on yourself, but plan it out. Don't look at receiving the check, cashing it, and then not knowing what happened to it by the end of the week or by the end of the day, So anyway, I'm Chris Roebuck. I'm the founder and CEO with Live My Life Debt Free. I love empowering people to, with simple behaviors that can change the course of your direction on your financial journey and living a better life. Who doesn't want to live a better life? So anyway, thank you so much for those of you who will replay this scope, and for those of you who are undercover, who's like most everybody else out there that really don't plan for that emergency fund or that tax refund and what you're going to do with it. Just follow my Facebook blog, Live My Life Debt Free, and you can see what I suggested on some of the other questions that were asked this week. Thank you so much for joining my scope today, and I hope you have a great weekend. I am on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and livemylifedebtfree.com. Have a great weekend.